Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday morning Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday, usually at 7 p.m., but today I have plans this evening, so I had to change it to this morning. So welcome. I know it's kind of early for some of you, or it's in the mid-afternoon if you're watching in different time zones. But welcome. Hopefully you guys had a great Mother's Day. My kids picked me up Sunday morning. We went out for breakfast and then I had to go to work. But Cassie and Antonio met me at work with the baby, so I was able to see all of the kids on Mother's Day. So hopefully you guys had a great day as well. You might hear some ruckus going on in the house today. Bo is in his shop working and I am in the craft room. The dogs are out, so you might hear our normal everyday life. So anyway, hopefully you guys are having a good morning. I am going to go ahead and point you down so I can show you the fun new project we're going to be making. Okay, let me make sure we are live on my iPad. I didn't hear it ding, but that doesn't always mean that we're not live. Oh, where's my Facebook? There it is. Perfect. And I think, I'm not sure if we're live yet. Hopefully things are working. My computer still says we're live. Oh, there it is. It just popped up. Perfect. Okay, so hopefully the lighting's okay. I have my craft room door open. So let me show you what we did on Saturday. Bingo and BOGO was last Saturday, and if you attended, these are the make and takes that we did for Saturday's event. I featured the Tea Boutique Suites, and it is so fun and so beautiful. I had so much fun creating these cards. I literally think I've made probably a dozen, if not more, cards using this set. So it's on page 12 and 13 of your annual catalog, and you can get everything on this page. They bundle it all in one, so you can find that on page 12, or if you just want the paper or the envelopes or just the stamp sets, those are available as well. And then everybody who came to Bingo received a pillow gift. So this was the pillow gift that everybody got. My friend Crystal Rose actually was the one who created this. And my friend, my seamstress friend, oh my goodness, I just lost her name. I'll think of it. She's the one that put this design to magic, and she made a ton of these for me. So there's little pockets on the outside, so you can put whatever you want there, and then you can also put things on the inside. So that was so fun, and that was everybody's pillow gift, and they were all different designs, so you got to pick which design you wanted. Okay, so off to today's project. I wanted to bring in the catalog first. So this is I can keep it folded. We are going to be doing the Charming Sentiment Bundle. It is so fun and so cute. It has so many sentiments in it. And I love the thank yous, and I love the woohoo and just for you, babies are a blessing. I loved all of these sentiments. And to make it even more spectacular, they have matching dies. So when you get your dies, it will not have this piece on the bottom. I did that this morning just so I could, one, make sure I wasn't missing any of the dies, and two, so I knew which one went with what when I was trying to use them. So what I did is I just printed off, I pulled the casing out of here, and I just put it in my printer, and I printed it, and then I cut all of the images out with the dies, and I glued them on here, so I now have a mask of what everything looks like and where everything goes. So this is what we're going to be working with today. Let me slide that back in, and I will put a little Velcro strip on the bottom so it holds the strap down. I just haven't gotten to that far yet. Okay, so this one's on page 38 of your annual catalog, and it's called Charming Sentiments. That's what we're going to be playing with. So let me bring in the card. So this one is using the Tahitian Tide ink and the Tahitian Tide cardstock. And then I am using the Tea Boutique Designer Series paper with it. And on the inside, I just put a piece of the basic white on the inside. So that's what I'm going to show you guys how to play with today. Hello, Valerie. Good morning, Carol. Marie. Hello, everybody. Let me bring in the paper really quick. I know it's early in the morning. Not really early, but it's earlier than what I usually go live. So this is the Tea Boutique Designer Series paper. I have actually used a ton of this. I did all of the make and takes, and I've done a couple other classes with it. So I had to put my extra scraps. They wouldn't fit in the container. I just put it in that little guy. Okay. So the first one we're going to start with, we're going to make two today. I need a baby card. One of the ladies that I work with is having a baby, and her baby showers in a couple weeks. So I thought this would be perfect to make for her. So this is Petal Pink, and it's 4 1/4 by 11. And I scored it right in half at 5 1/2. So just line that up. Give it a good crease. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to bring in these 3 pieces. So when I put the description before I went live, I said you needed, I put in parentheses, 3 of your basic white strips, and this is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then you need 3 of your Designer Series paper strips. These are 1 by 5. So what we're going to start with is we're going to layer these together. So just put a little adhesive on the back. I'm going to layer these 3 first. And usually I have a strip of paper underneath when I'm layering just to make sure everything's even and straight. But this one was super easy to do, so I didn't have to put that extra layer underneath. So I'm layering those. Those look pretty good. Just give them a good press. And now you can bring in your card base again. And I am going to, you could use either side of the Designer Series paper. I'm choosing this side because she's having a girl. And I wanted a pink one. So I'm literally just laying these out. And that looks pretty good. Like it really is not hard to line up. So I'm going to start with the bottom piece. And I'm going to attach this one. And you just want to kind of make sure that you have the same spacing around all of them. Okay, that one's down. So I'm going to come up here and do the top one. I always save the middle one for last because if it needs to go any direction, and even if the spacing's a tiny bit bigger, it's not tragic. So there's that one. Then we'll come in and do the last one. There we go. How easy that is. And it showcases the Designer Series paper beautifully. So I went ahead and stamped and cut these out, and I did use the Charming Sentiment dies. These, oh, of course, they're all the way at the bottom. So these are these 2 pieces right here. So tiny, so precious. Congratulations. And we have one more that we're going to be using some of the different dies with. So I'm going to flip these over. And I'm not 100% sure if our mini dimensionals are going to be tiny enough. So I'm just going to bring in my scissors and I'm going to cut some of these in half again. Just because I wanted it popped up, but I think the mini dimensionals are still a tiny bit too big. So if you guys didn't know you could do that, you totally can. The only bad thing is when you have big hands, it's hard to get the small ones off to begin with, let alone when you cut them in half again. And you could really put this on the foam sheets as well and run it through. I actually didn't think of that till just now. So I'm going to peel the backing off of this itty bitty tiny little piece. There we go. Got it. throw those away so I don't have to try to sweep them up. Okay, so tiny, so precious. Not sure where I want it. And actually, I think I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put congratulations right here. Actually, I should put congratulations on the bottom because I have something else to go in the center. So in the dies, you have a couple pieces that are not sentiments. So you have some hearts here, you have the candle topper, you have a candle, and then a little border piece. And I think those might be leaves. I'm not 100% sure. But you have more stars, and then you have this guy. We're actually going to be using this on the next card. It's the rays that go behind the candle. So I thought that was pretty ingenious. So I went ahead and punched some of these, or die cut some of these hearts out. And I thought these would be pretty along the center. So I just think I'm just gonna kind of position it. Oh, I actually think that looks super cute. And I am going to pop up the ones that are solid. So good thing I have a couple extra mini ones because that guy's, oh man, that guy's definitely gonna need a mini one. Let's see if I can get it on straight. Okay, there we go. And then flip these over. And I'm just going to put a normal mini one on. These ones don't have to have the super tiny. So I'll take the backing off. And then I'm going to put one over here. One here. And then this guy, I'm going to put over there. And then these ones, I'm not going to try to get those mini glue dots that thin, so I'm just going to put a tiny bit of adhesive. Perfect. So stinking cute and precious. You could do these in, if they're having a boy, you could do these in the blue shades. And last but not least, I brought in some of our iridescent rhinestones. Let me grab my little take your pick tool. I think I want the mediums on this one. Well, it's stuck to my finger. Let's put one here. And one over here. And let's do one more. Let's do one more up there. There we go. Look at how cute and fun that card is. And it's pretty easy. It literally is just cutting your designer series paper and cardstock and you're done. So I'm going to add a piece of the basic white to the inside just so I can write my sentiments. There we go. Super fun and super cute. Okay, let's do the last one. So this is Starry Sky, and it's the same 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 1/2. I'm just going to go ahead and fold that. And just so I don't forget, I'm going to go ahead and add the inside piece first. Just because I kind of forget sometimes at the last minute. So that's going to go right on the inside. And let's bring in the little strips and we'll glue those together. This one is definitely a good masculine card. With the different shades of blue, definitely will work. Actually, it's my son-in-law's birthday in a couple days, so maybe I can get this into the mail for him. It's one of my son-in-laws. We have 2 1/2. The half is our youngest daughter is getting married in about another 1.5 years, so we'll have 3 son-in-laws. So there we go. Perfect. Just press that down really quick. Bring in our card base. And I'm just going to go ahead and line this up again just to make sure I'm getting them in the right spots. And that white pops on that starry sky beautifully. There's that one. There we go. And then our last one. Okay, so since I did the first 2 cards, I did them horizontal. You could also flip this and do it vertical. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do that one vertical. So what I did is I have a 2-inch circle, and there is a piece taken out because it's the top of the candle. We're not gonna see this. So I have a piece of basic white, and I die cut the little image right up at the top. So I literally just put this there, ran it through my embossing machine, and that's what came out. So I'm gonna layer these guys together, and that's going to be the rays of the candle. It's gonna be so fun and so cute. And you're not gonna see that piece, that's why I went ahead and cut the candle out of it. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this over and grab some dimensionals. I definitely want to pop this one up. So I think I'm going to put it right in the center. There we go. And here I've already done the woohoo, and I've already done the little candle pieces. So this guy, I wish I would have put the adhesive sheets underneath it before I die cut it, just because it's super tiny. But I did it, so we're just going to add a tiny bit of adhesive. And I'm going to glue this down to the starry sky that I cut out. There we go. I am going to go ahead and grab a mini glue dot, the little candle piece, and he fits perfectly on a mini glue dot. And that is going to go, oops, I almost put that on backwards. That's going to go right there. Flip it over, grab some mini dimensionals, and these ones should fit. Yeah. You don't have to cut those in half again. Peel that off. Put our candle in the center. And on this one, I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the sides. I'm not going to put one in the center because I want it to overlap the candle and not be too high. There we go. Look at how fun, cute, and easy these cards are. And we can still add some bling even though it's more of a masculine card. So I'm going to use the same iridescent stones. There we go. Well, hello. Good morning, Bev. We're just finishing our last card. This is using the Charming Sentiment. So this is the one we just did. Kind of a masculine. You could definitely change the colors and make it feminine if you wanted to. And this one opened vertically, not horizontal. These ones this one is horizontal, opens like this. And then the original one that I did is Wishing You Everything Wonderful. So those are your 3 cards. Oh, somebody's calling me. Okay, so those are your 3 cards that we did for today. Hopefully you guys liked them, and thank you so much for being patient with me having to move things around. Hopefully, cross your fingers, soon we'll be back to Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7. But I will be here Thursday at 7, definitely. Hopefully you guys had a great day. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.